Damn good song.
Thank you.
Zachariah Creech wasn't just another shrimper, doctor's boat at Cedar Key. A few things about him made him little different than those other sons of the sea. He trawled the Gulf since he was 10 years old and Tortugas to Tampico. Done some time back in 29 for hauling whiskey out of Port St. Joe. Yeah, he looked to be as old as the water that it etched his face in lines. The Gulf was his mother, the wind was his father. Zachariah Creech was a friend of mine. I used to see him at the docks in Crystal River, the bars down in Tarpon Springs. Drank Canadian mist neath the moon of silver. At night sometimes he'd sing. He sang of the days when the money came easy, he'd had a family and a home. Well, then he sang of the hurricane that came, left old Zach alone. He carried the loss upon his shoulder from that storm back in '33. He drowns his sorrow in the whiskey, the sun and the wind and the sea. He reminisced about days on Tampa Bay, back when a shrimper still had respect. He said a man of the sea was somebody then. You could judge him by the way he run the net. It's a dying art, he used to tell me, one nobody wants to learn it all anymore. For nowadays it's all electronics they use to rape the ocean's flow. He said, I only trawled enough to make a living, but now they're making 3 trips to my one. They're taking a lot more than the water is giving. Won't be nothing left at all when they're done. He handed me down his old guitar, he gave the bottle another pull. Said all I need are the sun and the stars, and every once in a while my belly to be full. Besides I'm what many call an old man, I've lived more than I got left. Write a song for me and the sons of the sea, so those that care will not forget. He said write about the old Gulf fishermen, how we held out as long as we could. Those of us that fish by instinct and build our boats out of wood. Well, I sat down with my fountain pen, tried to capture his life in my lines. About a man of the sea, born as Steenhatchee. He died on his boat back in '79. He was a different kind of a sailor, a different sea from a different time. You know, Zachariah Creech was an old Gulf shrimper. Zachariah Creech was a friend of mine. Yeah, he looked to be as old as the water that it etched his face in lines. The Gulf was his mother, the wind was his father. Zachariah Creech was a friend of mine.
Ben Franklin wanted the wild turkey to become the symbol of America. He was quite fond of eating turkeys. And turkeys are one of the wildest animals that I've ever had any contact with, and usually you just see where they've been, like they leave a feather or some other sign, and turkey hunters call whatever they find in the woods where the turkey had been as wild turkey sign. But most of you who travel the roads know that the wild turkey liquor signs can create wild things in your mind. But I tried to think of nothing but the real thing, the wild turkey, and the proof that we still have them.
There's always a gobbler or two hanging round that old cypress slough, rooting high on a limb in a pine. There's proof in the wild turkey signs. Hey, wild turkey signs are good. Has the wilderness returned? Knock on wood. When there's proof in the tracks, it means an old gobbler's back in the swamp where the wild turkey stood. Proof in the wild turkey hen has their habitats returned once again. There's a pole track in the mud where the creek makes a bend. It's a brood with that wild turkey hen. That old gobbler, he struts a limb at dawn, stretches his neck, he has a beard 10 inches long. And early in the spring, when the Carolina wren sings, he'll strut at the first break of dawn. And there's always a good day in the woods when I find feather in the leaves or a wild turkey sign. Scratch marks in the sand where the creek bends and winds. There's proof in the wild turkey signs. There's always a gobbler or two hanging round that old cypress slough, moving high on a limb in a pine. There's proof in the wild turkey sign. There's always a gobbler or two hanging round that old cypress slough, roosting high on the limbs in the pines and the palms. There's proof in the wild turkey song. Hey, there's proof in the wild turkey song. Gobble, gobble.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for being here. What we've done is try to show you some songwriters from South Florida, from Central Florida, and from North Florida. We have been known to sit around the campfire and pick all night long, trading songs and never repeat ourselves. We're not going to do that for this show. But there is one song I wrote for my mother several years ago. She's still alive up in the hills of North Carolina, but she raised 5 kids on an income of $12.50 a month. And when my oldest brother's clothes would get down to me, there wouldn't be much left, but she'd wash them and patch them and say, "We didn't steal them, and nobody give them to us. So you wear them, and you walk proud." So we're going to close on the song I wrote for my mother.
To my mother, hi, Mom.
Use it up, wear it out,
Make it do or do without. We can't pay for the things you want to buy. Wear your old faded jeans, they are patched but they are clean. Walk proud, my son, and hold your head up high.
We lived away back in the hills with the bears and the whippoorwills. Closest store was 35 miles away. Though I'm now a full-grown man, when I close my eyes I can hear the words my mother used to say.
Use it up, wear it out, make it do or do without. We can't pay for the things you want to buy. Wear your old faded jeans, they are patched but they are clean. Walk proud, my son, and hold your head up high.
Now I've got a son of my own, he's even got his own telephone. Seems like I buy him something every day. He's got everything money can buy, and it makes me want to cry, 'cause I know he'll never hear his mother say,
Use it up, Wear it out and make it do or do without. We can't pay for the things you want to buy. Wear your old faded jeans, they are patched but they are clean. Walk proud, my son, hold your head up high. Use it up, wear it out, make it do or do without. We can't pay for the things you want to buy. Wear your old faded jeans, they are patched but they are clean. Walk proud, my son, hold your head up high. Yeah, walk proud, my son, hold your head up high.